What's up, everybody? I am back with another video here on Reviews by Cruz. My previous video, I talked about making a pumpkin pie with the pumpkin guts and stuff. But apparently, when making a pumpkin pie, you need a full-size pumpkin to make or to bake and from scratch a pumpkin pie. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make pumpkin pie using the entire pumpkin. I watched a couple of videos on it, and I read a few blogs about it, and it seems pretty easy. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna make a very delicious pumpkin pie. I have my ingredients over there, so we're gonna go over there to the countertop, and we're gonna start this video. So stay tuned, tag along. We're making a very delicious pumpkin pie from scratch. Okay, what's up, guys? We are back. I wouldn't say that, but we are here. I'm gonna go over our ingredients. Our first ingredient will be obviously the pumpkin. After that, we got our 3 eggs. We got a graham cracker pie crust. This is a 10-inch right there. 10 inches right there. So pretty cool. We got our evaporated milk. This is a 12 ounce can. We have our sugar. We're not gonna need all that. We're just gonna need a little bit. We got our flour, all-purpose. Now we're gonna go over our little spices and stuff that we're gonna need. Ooh, spill the salt. Can't do that. So first we got our ginger, ground ginger. After that we got our grounded cloves. After that we got black pepper. That's what it said, so I'm just gonna go with it. Cinnamon, salt, and for our last but not least, we got ground nutmeg. So that's all our ingredients. First, I'm gonna start by chopping off this part right here of the pumpkin. Just the stem. Cut this off. Cut it in half. Gut it out, and we'll continue from there. Alrighty, cool. So we got our pie. We got our pumpkin right here. Now we're gonna chop off the stem. This might be a little bit more difficult than I expected, but we're gonna do this. This is difficult, so this looked a lot easier. This looked a lot easier in the video. All you need to do is just cut this top off. That's all you need to do. There we go. It's going through. Cool, just like that. Connect these cuts. Okay. This is very difficult. That didn't work. I could do this at least also. There we go. So now we cut off the top, which took longer than I expected it to, which is fine. You know what I mean? It's a thick pumpkin. So now we're gonna cut this bad boy in half. Let's get it. A little bit better. Cool. Now we're in. Cool. Cool. Ooh, look at that. Cool. Awesome. Way better knife. Cool. So we got this part. Now let's gut these bad boys. Alright, and now we're going to scoop out all the guts and the seeds as well. Scoop it all out, and we're gonna put it on this paper plate so we can make oh, there's the oven. The oven's ready. So oh yeah, I forgot, I put the oven on at 350 degrees so we can get these pumpkins all softened up so that it's a lot easier to make pumpkin puree. Pumpkin puree. That's what we're going to be making first to make our foundation for the pumpkin pie. So that's why you see me scraping all this stuff out. So which is a lot easier doing it halfway. For some reason, it's a lot harder when you're scraping it from the top. So it's a lot easier. So now, get our paper plate. This. There we go. Awesome. Look at that. Cool. Just like that. Doesn't need to be perfect. So cool. So there's our first one. Now let's start with our second one. Let's get our second one over here. Same thing. We're gonna scrape the entire middle part. Ooh, my hand's getting tired. Ooh. There we go. Let's see if I scrape all this. There we go. A lot easier that way. Scrape. Scrape. Well, that kind of reminds me of something. Who's ever seen The Adventures of Babysitting with Elizabeth Shue? It's an old movie, and the reason I bring that up is because this is one part where they're driving on a freeway, and Elizabeth Shue's character, forgot her name of the character, but she's telling these kids that she's babysitting a very it's kind of like a scary story. You know, it's late at night. They're driving on the highway. They're not supposed to be there. So there's all these variables. She tells this scary story, and she's like, scrape. By the way, I'm saying scrape, 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 like scrape. So if you're not getting that wrong, or you're not hearing something else, because I know it can sound like I'm saying something else, but I'm not. I'm saying scrape. So we now we got that. We got most of it, which is good. Let me get all of it. Let's get this last scoop. Boom. So now we got our guts, seeds on our plate, and we got our 2 halves of our pumpkin. Cool. Now let's continue on this cool little food experiment. Alright then, so we got our pumpkins prepped, scraped or gutted out all the seeds and guts. Now we're gonna put it in the oven. Let's go in the oven first. Then let's grab our pumpkins. Alright, now that they're in the oven, we're gonna wait for about 1 hour until they're ready, or until I'm able to poke a fork in it. And when I pull it out, when I pull the fork out, I don't see or feel any resistance, or I don't feel any resistance going in. So we're gonna wait until these are fully baked. Set up a timer too, so let's start right there. Start. There we go. So we got 1 hour of time right there. I know it's backwards, but that's okay. Now we're gonna wait until those are done, and we'll continue on this baking pie stuff. What's up, everybody? I am back with an update on the pumpkin oven stuff. So let's see, we do have a little bit of time left. 8 minutes left. As you can see, oh wow, look at that. Wow, look at that. It's kind of hard to see, but it is glistening. It's cooking. It's getting soft. So let's see if I need to cook a little bit more. I'm gonna poke it with a fork, a little forky fork. And first, before we do that, let's pull it out real quick. Let's pull this bad boy out so I'm not reaching inside of there. Let's see, pull that down all the way. There we go, perfect. All right, let's get our fork, a little fork, and it's supposed to go right in, just like that. Perfect. So this one's good. Perfect, look at that. It's supposed to be just like that, if that makes sense. There you go. There's no residue on it. All the way in. There you go. So there's no residue, or there's nothing sticking to it, which is what we want. So far it's going pretty good. Process is a lot longer than I thought, which is okay. You know what I mean? Everything's a learning experience. But I'll give you guys an update in about 6 minutes or so, and then we'll continue from there. Okay, so now I just took out the pumpkin halves from the oven. I'm gonna let these rest for a little bit. You can tell they're very soft, very soft, very soft. Gonna let these rest for a little bit, about 10-15 minutes. Then after that, I am going to scrape it all out, put it in the blender, blend it all up, add some water into it until the consistency I want it to. Not too thick, not too watery, but just like right consistency, and then we'll continue from there. Awesome. Look, pumpkin half. What's up, guys? Obviously, I just told you I took out the pumpkin halves, flipped them over. Now I'm gonna like you said, I'm gonna let them cool off for a little bit. You could tell there's a lot of steam going on. After that, I'm gonna scoop out all the stuff. You can also peel it too. I don't know if you can see that, but you can also peel the top off. You can see how I'm peeling it. You can see that, but you're able to peel it. I might be able to show that. So once I do that, you can scoop it or peel it. Once I'm done doing that, I'm gonna put it in the blender. Gonna blend it up. Get it into the right consistency. Then I'm going to add all my ingredients together, and then we'll continue. We'll see how this goes. You know? Awesome. So now that our pumpkin halves are cooled down a little bit, we're gonna start scooping and start putting in the blender. So let's start doing that. Let's start with the scoop. Let's start with the scoop, and then once this works pretty well, then we'll continue with the scoop. So far, it looks pretty good. So we're going to scoop all this stuff. Make sure you get everything. If you hear chomping and eating in the background, it's because we have I just fed the dogs, and so if you hear any chomps, chomp, 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 it's because the dogs are eating right now. So there's that. Might be able to probably show you guys the dogs so you guys get to see. Cool. Alright, we're almost done with this first half. Almost ready with this first half of the pumpkin stuff. I don't feel like I'm gonna need any water. It feels like it's already moist enough. So, might have to drain it, so. So I just rotated the pan so I can get all this extra stuff on the sides that I missed. Awesome. Also, probably when I'm done, probably gonna have my family members try this out because, you know, as much as fun as stuff this is. Alright, well. So, seems like we got a full one. Full. So, let's start blending this stuff up. We're going to start with the blend. Cool. So, let's see what we got. Let's see if we would like. Let's see if we like the consistency, consistency that it's currently on. Here, let's do this. So, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add more of the other pumpkin half to this, so that there we go. So I can add more to it, and we'll continue from there. So let's get more of this stuff. A little bit more. You can really hear the slush. You can really hear that. It's a good slush though. Let's pull that off. Ooh, something fell. Cool. Alright, so one of the halves, one of the pieces of the halves fell on the ground, so I had to pick that up real quick. Let's keep putting more and more. Seems good enough. Let's go back over here. Cool. Let's start again. All right. since we got our mixture all blended up, let's continue. Alright. Alright, so now that we've got our pumpkin puree ready, we've got our ingredients all mixed up, ready to go. I've got a cup so I can scoop out the pumpkin puree and add to it. Let's get a big scoop. There we go. The reason I'm using the cup is so that I can get the consistency, consistency. I can't say it for the life of me. Cool. So we got that ready. Now let's start mixing again. Perfect. Let's add more. We need a lot more. Cool. So that should be enough. There we go. That's the consistency right there. Awesome. Let's give it a little quick taste. Needs a little bit more or not. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, so I have my brother Sonny here, and he's gonna be trying the pumpkin mixture. You get a little taste, and then he's gonna tell if it's good or not.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'll make some pumpkin pie or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna make some pumpkin pie. So my brother likes it. It's pretty good. I gave myself a little taste too, as you can saw. Really good. Pumpkin pie is gonna be good. We're gonna use the graham cracker pie crust, so this should be ready within an hour. So keep it, guys. We're gonna open our pie crust. Let's open our pie crust up, and then let's get to pouring our mixture into the pie crust. Cool. Look at that. Got the cover right there. Take off this extra, I don't know what these are called. It's for the paper, so has something to stay on. So we have our pie crust. Awesome. Let's put that over here. Now let's start to pour our pie crust. Our pie filling. Cool. Might have done a little bit too much, which is okay. This is a little too much. Kind of overfilled a little bit, but that's okay. Let's get our pan. Let's put this on. So much stuff over here. Alright, cool. Got our pan. Got our pie. I don't want to spill it. Ooh, I'm just using the edge. Ooh! Oh my God. Here it comes. There we go. Cool. So we got our pie. End up making a little of a mess. Alright, I'm gonna throw all this away, so don't think I'm gonna be using this. I'm not gonna be using this. So, there's that. And I'm making a little bit of a mess, which is fine. You know what I mean? We all make messes. As long as they're clean, that's all that matters. As long as the mess you make gets cleaned, you know what I mean? What could go wrong? So as you can see, we have our pie. Right here, we have our pie. And I'm gonna put it in the oven now, and we're gonna wait. I'll give you guys updates on it, so stay tuned. Oh, it's been about a little over 10 minutes since I put the pie in the oven at 425 for 15 minutes. Now, once it's done with the 15 minutes, I'm going to change the temperature. I forgot what it was, but let's get a quick look at this. Let's get a quick. Oh my God! Look at that! Oh my God! It looks so good. Look at that. That's the pie I'm making. It looks so good. So that's the pie I'm making. It smells really delicious. I cleaned up the entire mess that I made. We still got the pumpkin puree right there. I only had one pie crust, which is fine. I got everything else though, so that's good. Getting another update once I pull it out, and then I'm going to change the temperature, and then we'll continue from there. So here's the pie. Looks pretty good. Yeah, there you go. Got a little hole right here. Gotta beat that out. Let's see if we can beat that out or something. A little air bubble. It's a bunch of air bubbles, but don't worry. Pie's a pie. So there's that. There's our pie. Gonna put it back in the oven at 350 for about 40 to 45 minutes. And we'll continue from there. Awesome. Got a nice crust going around it. Got a nice crust. So yeah, we'll continue. Stay up, everybody. I am back with the final update on the pumpkin pie. Here it is, right here in all its glory. Right there. It looks really good. Right there. I have my other brother, try as well. We got some on the tin foil. So what I did was I put it in the oven, right, for 450 degrees, and then I let it cook for 15 minutes. After that, took it out, changed the temperature to 350, and then I put it back in for another 40 minutes. It wasn't cooked all the way through, so I put it in there for another 15 minutes, and that's when we got this right here. It looks really good, does it not? Looks really good. My brother said it was really good. My other brother said that the filling was really good. So that gives me a lot of confidence in making this again. So maybe I can make this for family events, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because this was very easy, and it's a very good holiday meal, and so dessert and stuff. So I'm very excited for my family to try this out as well. This will, like I said, this will be the final update. I'll catch you guys up in the next video. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with the pumpkin seeds and the guts. I might just throw this away because we might get more pumpkins. So I might just use those pumpkin seeds to make roasted pumpkin seeds. So that might be really fun as well. So I just want to say thank you guys for coming along this journey on making the pumpkin puree, and then also the ingredients and stuff. It's very fun for me, very new, very something that I've never done before, but I'm very excited for my family to try this out. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for staying tuned, and I'll see you guys next time. Before I go, gotta show the doggies. Come here, princess. Come here, up here. Come here. Look at the camera. Look at princess. This is princess right here. And then we have Chewy right here. He's the newest member of the family, so he's still getting used to all the rules and stuff. He's a good dog. He's a good doggy. And then, last but not least, we have Thor right here. Look at Thor. This is Thor right here. Thor. Say hi, Thor. Thor. Up here. Look up here. This is the dog family right here. There we go. And we have Princess. Yeah, she's such a good doggy. She's such a good doggy. Princess is such a good doggy. So, those are the dogs. Like I said, thank you guys for coming along this journey. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.